Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today is day 10 of our 100 days 100 AWS project series. So in day 10 we will be implementing decoupling of credential with AWS Secrets Manager. So it is a AWS defined service which helps us to store secrets and retrieve the secrets at the runtime of the application. So we'll remove the hard coded passwords from our previous Node.js app and which was having a MariaDB database secret, which we did in our 9th of our day 9. So in the day 9, our application stored the database password as plain text in the in the plain text in the server.js. So it was exposed to everyone. So this is a critical security flaw. If the code reaches to our GitHub or the AMI is cloned, then it will be a critical issue. So to fix that, we will use AWS Secret Manager to encrypt and decrypt password during the runtime interval. So let me just explain how it will work. It is basically so simple. If a user requests for particular slash product, so Node.js app which is running on our EC2 instance will already be pre-configured. So it will require a role to access the secret manager. So basically a IAM role is attached to a EC2 instance so that our EC2 instance can access the other AWS services. So currently we will assign a role to just access the secret key or from the secrets manager. Only the get access is given to the EC2 instance so that it can't change the password. So our EC2 instance will go to assume role and ask to get secret from our AWS secret manager. So secret manager by default uses KMS encryption key. So our secret manager will have password in encryption. So it will be like a long form encrypted secret. So it will ask KMS key to decrypt it. So our decrypt secret will uh, generate a decrypted secret from KMS encryption key, and it will give you a plain text password, and this password will be returned to the EC2 instance, and EC2 instance will able to connect the database easily so that our requested user will get the database uh, query with whatever they have requested. For example, we will use slash product, so they will get slash product, and all the API calls and stuff will be recorded in the cloud tail logs. So let's move on to our architecture. So yeah, I already told the difference between hard coded versus dynamic secrets. So first is visible in source code. Obviously hard coded credential will be visible to everyone, and in the AWS secret it will be retrieved only through via API call and for that particular EC2 role only. So you have to manual rotate. It can be rotated automatic and zero downtime, and auditability none. We can check who has logged in and who is using the secret and who has changed the secret. So yeah, it meets the compliance report like SOC, HIPAA, PCIDSS. So if you want a video on that, please comment. I will create a video on all these terms for security compliance. So here tech stack is very pretty simple. AWS Secret Manager, attach IAM role, Node.js is AWS SDK configured, and MariaDB which is running on our EC2 instance. So our project structure will be the same as previous day 9. So let's start our implementation. So now we are in our AWS console. We need to configure our EC2 instance or server with Node.js and MariaDB MySQL database. So first we'll go to EC2 console. We'll go to instances. We'll click on launch instance. We'll create a new instance. We'll name it as day 10. We'll keep everything default. We'll not be using any key currently. We'll proceed without a key pair. So just click on launch instance. We will configure Node.js service. We will configure database by running the MariaDB service and installing it, and configuring the database. We'll add just a small query, insert query that I will show you. It is available in day 9. So you can go through there. Here you can see how we can update our EC2 instance. So we'll prepare our source server. It is in day 9, remember. So just copy the sudo dnf update command to update the Linux repo for packages. Go to instances, just connect using the connect shell. Now we are in our EC2 instance. So wait for few time. Now just paste the update command. It will take some time to update the latest package repo. Wait for few minutes, then we will just update our we will just install our MariaDB server and Node.js server. I mean Node.js service. Just install it. So it will take some few seconds. Just wait. I'll just zoom it. Then we just need to start MariaDB service and enable it. Now as you can see, it is completed. Let me clear it. Now we'll just start and enable it. Now MariaDB service should be running, so we'll check and it should be enabled. So sudo systemctl status MariaDB. As you can see, it is in active state and it is enabled. Now everything is done. Now first we will set up our database. So we need to log in as root. Now we are logged in as root. We just need to change the password. So we'll change the password of root as the localhost. So we'll change the password as my node password. You can give any password. Now I will copy this creation of table and queries. So I'll just paste it. Before exiting, just do select star from products to see if rows are updated. You can see the rows are updated. Now we can exit. Now we only need to set up our Node.js server. So we'll go to documentation again. We'll just copy this command. We'll create a new directory my app. In that app, we'll initialize the npm package repo, and then we will install the MySQL too. Just a second. It is done. Now our Node.js server is set up. Now we need to go to day 10. First, we need to uh, install our AWS SDK and stuff. Before that, we will just create a secrets manager. So we'll update our secret manager as we have created DB password as my node password. So we'll come to our AWS console. We'll just open AWS Secret Manager. Uh, Now we are in our secret manager. Go to secrets, store a new secret. We'll keep it as other type. Now we need to specify what is our secret. So we'll use as DB password, and we'll use as my node password. As you can see, it is populated here. Now we'll go to next. Here you can give any name to your secret password. So I will give name to our secret as db slash day 10 db. I will just copy it to remember it. I'll just click on next. Click on next. Everything is done. Click on store. Just refresh it. Now you can see it is populated. Our secret is already been created. Now we need to assign the IAM role to our EC2 instance so that it can access the DB password from AWS Secrets Manager. So first, before creating role, we need to assign policy, which I've already given here. So we'll go to IAM console, just duplicate the tab. We'll go to IAM console. Here, just go to policies, create policy. You can go to JSON and just paste the JSON which I have provided here. Just copy the JSON file. Now here, remember you need to update the region and account ID. So put AP South 1, whatever region you have selected, and the account ID. Now you can see error has gone. Now you need to update the DB name also here. Sorry, the secret key name here, which we have created here. Just copy this. My bad. Day 10 DB. So here you need to update day 10 DB. Here you need to put hyphen because after that it will count XXX and stuff. So it is better to put hyphen for a production based practice. Now click on next. Just create the policy. Okay, you need to apply the policy name also. So we will give policy name as EC2 secrets reader role policy. So just do hyphen policy, create policy. Now our policy will be created. See, our policy is populated here. Now we'll go to roles. Now we need to create our role to so that our EC2 instance will be able to access secrets. So we'll go to IAM role, then create a role, and yeah, so we'll go to roles, create role. We have already created policy, so we don't need anything. So just click on choose service as EC2. We'll allow all EC2 instance to call AWS service on our behalf. Click on next, just assign the policy. So this is the policy we created. Next, we can give the role name as same. Here, remove the policy here, then create role. Now we can search, the role is created. Now the role is created, but we didn't assign to EC2 instance. So we'll come to our EC2 console. Now we can go to actions, security, modify IAM role. We just need to assign it to the EC2 instance. Just click on update IAM role. Now our IAM role is assigned to EC2 instance. Now we should connect it, connect the EC2 instance. So we will be in our EC2 instance. Now we need to install AWS SDK. So we'll go to my app and install AWS SDK. It will take some time. As it is a older version, we need to audit it also so that there will be no vulnerabilities. Here you can see there are 17 vulnerabilities. To fix it, we need to do npm audit fix. So it will fix our package vulnerabilities. Now we need to create a server.js file. So we'll come to our documentation, just copy this server.js file, create server.js file, go in insert mode, paste it. Now here we need to change the region and the secret name. So click, just change the region name according to whatever you have provided. So I have provided AP South 1 and the secret name is day 10. As you can see here, it is day 10 DB. So you need to provide day 10 DB. Now everything is fine. You can save it. Now you can run node server.js. Now as you can see, server is listening on 3000 port. Before going to public IP, we need to expose the 3000 port. So go here, launch wizard 9. We need to edit inbound rules. Go to security group, edit inbound rules. We need to add 3000 port accessible to all over the internet. So do 3000 anywhere IPv4, save rules. Now we will be able to access the Node.js server through GET request. So let's go to our EC2 instance details, copy the public IP, just paste the public IP and do port. Now you can see we are able to access the date and secrets managed successfully. Here you can see the code. It is a simple else statement. If we go to slash products, we'll get select star from products. So we'll go to there, just do slash products. You can see we are able to access the database. So as I showed you, we inserted these two queries, so it is visible to us, so that it concludes that our EC2 server is fetching the secrets at the runtime. So this Node.js server is fetching the secrets at the runtime. So it is not exposed to public. Now let's come to our documentation. So in this video, the key concept we learned is runtime secret retrieval. As I mentioned, secrets are fetched at startup, keeping the application stateless with respect to sensitive data. Now, if you want to rotate the password, you just need to update the password in the AWS console and the app will pick it the next time. You don't need to go to EC2 and update. So we also go overview how IAM roles and IAM policy works. So for a particular AWS service, if you want to give access to other service, you need to assign IAM role. You do it is not a good practice to give AWS access key and secret key in the AWS service like EC2 and Lambda. So here we also got it to know how encryption at rest occurs, like how KMS key will help us automatically to encrypt and decrypt the password. So what's next? In day 11, the single EC2 instance will be moved to auto scaling group so that infrastructure can self heal automatically with a server fail. So it will automatically scale. Suppose there is much traffic on one EC2, so it will automatically scale the other EC2 instance. So we'll implement in day 11. Kindly stay tuned to it. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.